Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video of mine. And in this video I am going to be talking about the news that came out of EA yesterday during their investor call for the previous quarter. Now, we didn't get loads of information, but we did get some information regarding microtransactions and how it may be implemented in the future and how well Star Wars Battlefront 2 is doing in terms of sales and whatnot. Now, but first I am going to be talking about something that is happening in game right now. There is a new daily challenge and it's play 3 games of Galactic Assault. So all you've got to do is play 3 games of Galactic Assault within the next 48 hours and you get another 1,000 credits. So there again, another easy challenge, which is awesome to get another 1,000 credits. But now let's talk about how well Star Wars Battlefront 2 is doing then. So there was a lot of miscommunication over the exact sales in terms of last year for Star Wars Battlefront 2. The Wall Street Journal was saying it was 9 million, which I thought was a little higher than expected, but it was incorrect. So this is what EA had to officially say. So EA confirmed that it did sell 7 million copies from launch to the end of the year, which isn't long, but you know, it should have done better. They hoped it got 8 million and it would have been outpacing the first game. Unfortunately, it's not doing that, which is completely down mainly to the backlash from the first game and of course the backlash from the pre-launch to Battlefront 2. And I must say, I was expecting a little bit less, so you know, that isn't necessarily positive, but they did say around 30% of people actually brought it digitally, as opposed to 16% actually brought it digitally in for the first game. So that's doubled, which is really nice to see because digital is the way forward. And something I will be talking about is the microtransactions, but we'll be getting onto that later on. Now, this does not count the sales for the last month because January has been a good month in terms of player numbers. It seems like more people are picking it up and, you know, it's good. Something they said actually was really telling, and that was that people are playing for double the amount of time in Battlefront 2 than the first game. So say, for example, you play 10 hours in the first game, you've probably already got about 20 hours logged on the second game, and that's really reassuring. That's great. That shows that the game is better, and it is a better game in my opinion. There's a lot more content. They also went on to say 70 people have actually played the campaign, which is really good to see. It shows that Star Wars fans love their story, and that was always expected, to be honest. But I'm just surprised about 30% just haven't played the story. That is quite interesting. As for talk on a sequel to Star Wars Battlefront 2, they have not decided on a sequel just yet, whereas this time in 2016 they announced that there would be a sequel to Star Wars Battlefront. So EA is considering it, but at this current time frame they want to prolong the life of Battlefront 2. The earliest we would see a Battlefront 3 would not be until 2021, which is a long way away, to be honest. This would be after Respawn launches their game, which is going to be a third-person action game, probably set before the prequels. And that has not got any information, and we didn't get any more information other than that it's releasing in the latter end of 2019, so October, November, December, or early 2020. And I think it would be late 2019 to coincide with Episode 9. It would make perfect sense, just like the past 2 Battlefronts. EA also went on to say that the support for Battlefront 2 would be long-term, which was reassuring because I think a lot of us that play the game a lot are very anxious about how long they're going to be supporting this game. For me, before launch, it was like, it's probably going to be 2 years, right? But, you know, after the controversy, it's not looking too good, but long-term does not mean 1 year, so hopefully it'll be more. But now let's move on to microtransactions, and this is quite controversial, but I'm going to try and give you all the details we have. So, EA are committed, they have said, to keeping it at a level playing field, and they want everyone to have a choice. They want player choice to be first in all of the content updates, which is good to hear. And we just need to see more of that. We just need to see that happening, and then we'll be much happier. So microtransactions, as we know since before the game released, are coming back. They're coming back in the next few months. That's what they said. So there is no time frame. It's not like they're coming next month, they're coming the month after. We just don't know yet. And there's been a lot of articles saying loot crates are back for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Well, they never went away. They're in the game and they've been in the game all the time. You just could not buy them using real money. And there's been a lot of clickbait here and there throughout the gaming journalist area of the internet. And it's not been very good because it's been very clickbait and not very true to what is going on. So we already knew that microtransactions were coming back. Like I said, literally the day before launch, we knew this was happening. So I don't see why people are all of a sudden bringing it. But then again, saying microtransactions coming back gets you a lot more attention and hate towards EA. And people like to do that. But we just don't know right now. They was very vague. They did not say any details how these microtransactions are going to happen. They reiterated it's important to get it right, and it is. If it takes months, so be it. As long as it's done right, and fingers crossed cosmetics only, then it's worthy. I have a feeling maybe they could be working on tons of cosmetics and then having a lot of cosmetics for the launch of it, because I feel like, you know, if they, I don't know, released 20 skins or 30 skins and added microtransactions, you could get those in like one day or a couple of days. There needs to be a substantial amount of content, paid for content, that you can also get through playing the game for free at launch of this new system. And fingers crossed, it is cosmetics and nothing else. When they was being asked about how much revenue they could expect to see to be earning from the microtransactions, EA was basically saying they are being very reserved about the budget for the future of this game, and they're just taking it as it comes. And they want to, again, to keep reiterating player choice. That's what it's about. And to be honest, Battlefront 2 does offer a lot of player choice. It's just the fact that it was done in some ways really poorly at launch, and that needs to be changed. And well, most of it was. The progression system needs completely revamping, which is happening. I just really hope it is coming in March. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on what is going on. Obviously we don't have any concrete details on what is going to happen. I feel like if there's anything more than cosmetics, so if it includes star cards or weapons, that is not good for the players and the community and the life of the game. It has to be cosmetics only. You know, whether that be emotes or skins, or, you know, probably both, that would be fine. That is what is necessary for this game to survive well into next year. Because I think this year it's going to be okay up until, you know, I think it'll be okay until after the summer, and then it's going to be like, right, we need good content again, because we just don't know what sort of content we're going to be getting. And this is a bit of a ramble, but I just really, really hope they do everything right in the next couple of months to set us up for a fantastic rest of the year. Because to be honest, it's not been that bad. We've already gotten a couple of patches this year. The balancing is getting much better. We just need that progression revamp, and of course more great content. Thanks very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, and remember to check out any of the 2 previous videos on screen if you did miss them, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.